Top 15 Best Cities to Visit in Asia. If you're new to Travel Wish feed, remember to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on the next beautiful destinations we feature. The continent of Asia, which is the largest and most populous continent on Earth, has a history that dates back to thousands of years ago, during the Bronze Age. With many rich yet diverse cultures, each country in Asia has its own character and identity. Whether it's their unique cuisine or breathtaking historical sites, people from all around the world flock to Asia for many reasons, and they leave with memories that they'll never forget. Visiting Asia is like discovering a whole new world. Today, we're going to explore some of the best cities to visit in Asia, so stick around to find out more. Number 15. Kathmandu. Kicking off our list, we have the city of Kathmandu at number 15. Nepal's capital, Kathmandu, is the largest city in the country and one of the most fascinating places. The massive contrast between the old buildings and the busy city life and busy streets will shock you. Nicknamed as the City of Temples, Kathmandu is home to many sacred and centuries-old historical attractions. Unfortunately, in 2015, a powerful earthquake struck the city. It destroyed many of its buildings and structures, and the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Durbar Square was among the places that were damaged by the quake. While there are efforts to restore and repair the temples in Durbar Square, you can still visit many historic sites that weren't damaged by the natural disaster. Number 14. Bukhara. Moving on to number 14, we have the city of Bukhara. Located in Uzbekistan, the city of Bukhara has a long history steeped in tradition. Once you reach the town, you'll realize how magical it is. For hundreds of years, Bukhara, which is one of the most prominent stops on the ancient Silk Road, has welcomed tourists and travelers from around the world. With buildings that can be traced back to centuries ago, it's easy to lose yourself in this intoxicating city. Number 13. Taipei. At number 13, we have the capital of Taiwan. Located in the northern region of the country, Taipei is an amazing city that has been influenced by American, Japanese, and Southeast Asian cultures. This influence can be shown throughout the city with Japanese mansions built right next to Taoist temples. To learn more about Taipei and its eye-opening culture, the National Palace Museum is a must-visit as it features a deep insight into the history of this city. Number 12. Chiang Mai. The opposite of Bangkok's bustling city life, we have the quiet Chiang Mai at number 12. Perched on the Ping River banks, the city of Chiang Mai is a magnet for backpackers and retired expats. People are so drawn to this ancient city that their week-long trip turns into a month-long one, and some even decide to stay for years. Fenced by ancient walls, Chiang Mai features several temples, pagodas, stupas, and museums. While mornings are mostly for sightseeing the historic sites, nights should be reserved to find some of the best street food you'll ever have in your life. Every night, food vendors set up their stalls at the Chiang Mai Gate Market with hundreds of different street foods. Number 11. Hanoi. At number 11, we have the city of Hanoi. Being the second largest city in Vietnam, definitely has its perks. For hundreds of years, Hanoi has been influenced by Chinese and French culture, which can be seen in its colonial-era buildings. Mausoleums and temples line the streets of this ancient city, and you can almost always find them crowded with tourists and travelers. Hanoi is an ideal destination for history lovers, as its many museums tell the history of Vietnam's rich and influenced culture. Number 10. Seoul. Moving on to number 10, we have the city which the K-pop industry began. With a population of 9.7 million, Seoul is located in South Korea. The metropolis city is much more than just its massive shopping malls and street markets. It's also home to historical sites that are not to be missed. Take the Gyeongbokgung Palace for an example. It's a centuries-old palace that was destroyed and rebuilt several times throughout history. Within the palace, you'll stumble upon the National Palace Museum of Korea and the National Folk Museum, which showcase priceless collections and pieces of history. And like other Asian countries, South Korean cuisine is something you must try. Whether it's in a fancy restaurant or a locally owned barbecue place, you have to get a taste of their delicious traditional food. Number 9. Dubai. Our next city is a city that was nothing more than a desert less than 30 years ago. Today, Dubai is one of the most wealthiest and most developed countries worldwide, thanks to the power of engineering and oil money. Home to the tallest building globally, the capital of the United Arab Emirates offers a whole nother experience to its visitors. The city is every shopper's dream, with tens of giant shopping malls filled with the most luxurious stores and shops in the world. Besides, the nightlife in Dubai is something out of this world. Number 8. Kuala Lumpur. Next up at number 8, we have Malaysia's capital. Kuala Lumpur is the largest city in the country, with an estimated population of 1.7 million people. Deeply influenced by Chinese and Indian cultures, there's so much diversity in the city that it has affected its character and identity. One of Kuala Lumpur's most remarkable landmarks is the 451-meter-long Petronas Twin Towers, which held the record for being the tallest buildings in the world from 1998 to 2004. Number 7. Jaipur. Considered as India's most popular tourist attraction, we have the city of Jaipur at number 7. The capital of India's Rajasthan state, it's safe to say that a trip to India isn't considered a trip without visiting this pink city. Jaipur boasts the luxurious lifestyle lived by the royal family, which can be seen in the city palace. And to take you back in time a little bit, the Amber Fort, which is one of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites, is a captivating attraction that's definitely worth a visit. If you're enjoying this video, support us by hitting the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on the next beautiful destinations we feature. Number 6. Beijing. At number 6, we have one of the oldest cities in the world. Beijing, located in China, has a 3-millennia-old history. No matter how many times you visit this ancient city, you'll always discover new places and locations to go each time. With, of course, the Forbidden City and Summer Palace being one of its most famous attractions, the city features so much more than these two locations. Number 5. Hong Kong. Up next at number 5, we have the former British colony. Dubbed as Asia's World City, Hong Kong is a metropolitan area located in East Asia overlooking the South China Sea. Hong Kong used to be ruled by the United Kingdom and was one of its dependent territories from 1841 to 1997. With its historical attractions, exquisite restaurants, and premier business hub, Hong Kong attracts both businessmen and tourists from around the world. In addition to all these places we previously mentioned, Hong Kong is home to Disneyland and Ocean Park, making it an ideal city for family vacations. Number 4. Tokyo. One of Japan's largest main islands, we have Tokyo at number 4. Although it's heavily populated with 13.9 million people, Tokyo is a must-visit city in Japan. Tokyo has a turbulent history due to the 1923 earthquake that destroyed the city and killed more than 150,000 people. In addition to the devastating earthquake, World War II contributed to quite a substantial number in the city. However, today, Tokyo is brimming with life. In recent years, it has been ranked as one of the most expensive places to live in. It's known for its many skyscrapers and cherry blossom trees. Whether you're there to see one of its historic temples or shop in one of its giant malls, Tokyo is full of activities for all types of people. Number 3. Bangkok. Dubbed as the Land of Smiles, we have the city of Bangkok at number 3. It's guaranteed that you won't find a place with people as friendly as in Bangkok. The locals there are some of the most welcoming and friendliest people globally, which is one of the reasons it's such a popular travel destination. With several ancient temples and places to visit, Bangkok's nightlife is one of the most unique experiences that you'll ever get to see. Number 2. Singapore. With a population of 5.7 million people, the island city-state of Singapore is one of the world's most heavily populated cities. However, don't let that fact sway you from visiting this beautiful garden city. Whether it's Malay, Chinese, or Indian influences, you'll get a taste and feel for different cultures wherever you go. In addition to picturesque botanic gardens and their iconic Marina Bay Sands featuring the world's largest rooftop infinity pool, Singapore's food plays a significant part in the full Singaporean life experience. And finally, number 1. Kyoto. We've saved the best for last, because at number 1, we have the city of Kyoto. Coined as the most beautiful city in Japan, Kyoto is an all-arounder breathtaking place. The city's streets are filled with historical sites such as Buddhist temples, shrines, and castles. Kyoto also boasts one of the most unique districts in the world, the Gion district. Whether it's one of the 17th century preserved restaurants or the geishas, you'll get a glimpse from old Japan by visiting the Gion district. Did you enjoy our video? Which other cities in Asia do you think we should include in this list, and why? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon to get notified of our future uploads.